Guys, it's Harry here, back again with another video. So you've probably seen the news this week that Ferrari released an electric car, and yeah, I'm not a fan of it. Most people aren't a fan of it, but I just wanted to kind of bring this into some key concepts that I use when I'm looking at things and thinking about investing. So to be honest, yes, it's gone down massively over the last, I think it gapped down, was it 6% the other day? I mean, yeah, look at that. But look at it for, I've got the 33-day and the 200-day EMA on. I've got the weekly chart on here. It's been bearish for weeks, right? So you shouldn't be surprised. I mean, if people are only calling Ferrari bearish here, it might have a chance to rally, right? Now the masses know, right? That's usually how it works. There's less money on the short side, typically, to be made when you see a lot of it in the news. So, yeah, I mean, you can't be surprised. It's been bearish for weeks. Why weren't people calling it bearish here? It shouldn't be a surprise to. But people don't watch Ferrari every day. Clearly, they just react to the news and then they throw in the stock price is down 6% because they hate the electric car. So you can't get too zoomed into everything. And I think I have said in other videos, this for me is my bull and bear line. These are bullish, cool. Looks good. I mean, through there, great trend. You could have caught some great buy and hold, some great swing position trades in there. Not so interested here. So this to me comes back to one of the key concepts that I really practice and really look at, and that is price leads narrative. So what I've got here is the stocks ETF, as you can see here. The stocks ETF for software stocks, not the stocks ETF. So as you can see here, huge run, bang. And I remember down there, everyone was saying, software's over, SaaS is over, AI's here, it's coming, software devs are doomed, they're done. But why weren't they saying it here? If, for example, software stocks went to there, they'd be saying, oh, AI, it's not taking over. Price leads narrative. Price creates what's on the news. You see the drop there, creates the news line. You see Ferrari, if we go here, gaps, 6%, can't do electric cars. Whatever price does, that creates the narrative. So I think it's a really important thing to, consider. The NASDAQ keeps hitting all-time highs. We're in an AI bubble. These are the things you've got to be thinking about. Sometimes the news will be different, and I actually would say the NASDAQ is probably slightly different than it. People are quite bearish. People are saying a crash is coming, and it keeps going up, right? But so there are some instances where if the sentiment in the news is bearish, but price keeps going up, that's probably a decent thing for a bit more of an extended leg, or you might get a flash crash and carry on going. But just wanted to talk about that because I've seen it in the news, people getting so zoomed in. But then I looked at the chart today actually, and I saw this and I was like, come on, why weren't you bearish here? Or even after that candle, I mean, that's just a killer of a candle, right? So yeah, just wanted to talk about price leads narrative, such an important thing to know. Whatever price is doing, that creates the news. Such an easy concept to know, such an easy rule to know. It can be used across any asset, any business. Crypto at the minute, crypto's dead. Why would you invest in crypto? Yeah, it's not done anything for the past year or so, but if crypto, and that's an if, makes all-time highs, it's the crazy shit again that everyone wants to get into, right? So yeah, that's something I would definitely be, I swore. Right, anyway. Hey guys, it's Harry here, back again with another video. So you've probably seen the news this week that Ferrari has been, it's released an electric car that people aren't too much of a fan of, and obviously what's attached with every news article is the stock price. It went down, I think it was 6%. I'm not checked, to be fair. I'm just going off my memory off an article I read. So yeah, but let's zoom out. Ferrari's been bearish for weeks. Look at that candle. It's an absolute killer. It's an absolute killer to that, nice trend through this 2023, 2024, 9 months to 2025 period, right? But yeah, it's been bearish for weeks. So you need to be, if you're making big decisions off the back of these, you're kind of late to the pie. Oh, it's down 6% short Ferrari. It's like, no, Now you're seeing it in the news, you're typically late. So I just wanted to kind of, bring that up. You don't want to get too zoomed in to intraday moves when these things happen, right? Because you need to have, remember, a framework that, separates bullish and bearish. For me, it's the 33-day EMA and the 200-day EMA. Bearish, bullish. It's that simple. You don't have to complicate it, right? So I wanted to talk about as well, though, price lead narrative. Such a key concept. This is going to be something I could talk about for hours because it's so important. So here we've got the software stocks ETF. Down here, if you remember, AI is the killer, SaaS is dead, software engineers, pack up your bags. There's no point in doing what you're doing. You're done, right? When really, probably could have been bearish around here. But no, you saw the headlines there. Price leads narrative. Whatever price is, that creates the news, that creates the narrative. If we go back to Ferrari, it gaps down 6%. Now, there's two ways you can look at it. You can say it gapped down 6% because of the news, but I don't see that as very actionable. It's like, okay, great. How can I make money off that? How can I use that? In my opinion, now there will be people out there who can. There will be maybe people who are, on 5 minutes, 15-minute charts who may be able to. But if you're on the higher time frame, I would personally stick to price leads narrative, right? So people will say, yes, it gapped down, because of this. But it's been bearish for so long. And the same has happened over and over again. You look at, I believe it was in 2008, the great financial crisis. Stocks were down for months before, and then it goes down. It's like you should have been out, or you should have been not as risky in that period, right? So price leads narrative, you can't react to the news. It's a fool man's game, right? You can't make big decisions on every single headline. If it's in the news, it's secondary information. You want to trade and invest on primary information. And that's really difficult, especially if you're investing in individual stocks. So you need to create a framework which makes it primary for you, like this simple move in averages. You scroll back out. You could have built a nice position there, exited in this area. Good trade. No news would have told you that. You don't even need to look at the news. This is the beauty of it. You don't need to look at the news. I don't know if Ferrari released this car or that car, how the sales were, how their earnings was. You don't need to know. If you look here, oh wow, software stock's doing great. Okay, cool, I'm going to exit around here. The news, AI this, AI that, it's irrelevant. Stick to the charts. If that's how you want to invest, you don't even need the news, which is the beauty of it. So just wanted to make this video to break that down because it's been in the news, and I thought, before it'd be somewhat actionable for people who maybe are getting a bit, oh my God, I need to short Ferrari and I need to buy this and that. It's like, calm down. Price leads narrative. Wherever price is, that creates the news. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.